Well, hello there guys. I'm so excited to see you tonight because I've made my way up to Mount Hope. Now, I've been here before and you will remember not quite a year ago I was here shooting panoramas, and at that time of year the Milky Way core was over in the eastern sky coming up over the top of the mountain. And the interesting thing was, you may remember that I mentioned at the time that in September, October, the Milky Way core is in a perfect position to be shooting over in the west. And so that's why I'm here tonight. I'm here to shoot some more panos. You might be able to see in the background, there's about a 10% moon shining. It's quite low down. It's just near the head of the Scorpion up there. And of course, at this time of year, the Milky Way core is fairly low. So it's still just over the top of the mountain. So my plan is to walk up the rocks up there, find a position, set myself up and shoot probably about maybe 8, 9, 10 row, multi-row panorama. Bit of moonlight is going to help actually light this foreground. So I think that'll come up pretty well. So I'm just going to get a few things together. Let's get into it. Okay, well here we go. I've set my Z6 up here with a 20mm f1.8. Now, the moon is getting down lower to that horizon down there, and my plan is to shoot across here. Now, you probably can't quite see, but over here we've got Suicide Rock, and it's a big silhouette there. Looks absolutely awesome up there, and the Milky Way core is just up there behind. So all of this scene is laid out before me, and what I'm going to do is shoot probably almost south to north. So I'm going to go right around the scene and see if I can get that. I think I can do this in 2 rows, so I'm going to be shooting in a portrait orientation with the camera, and I think I can probably do this in about 9 times, so about 18, maybe 20 shots. I'll just see how it goes, just to cover the amount, because I can see the whole Milky Way bow coming right across the sky, and it looks absolutely fabulous. So a little bit windy here, so I've got to make sure my tripod is sturdy. The rock surface that I'm on here is not great, but boy, oh boy, look at that. It is just so beautiful here. Oh, that's fantastic. Wow, look at that. Zodiacal light. You can see everything there. It's just beautiful. So at this time of year, the zodiacal light is just amazing. Every time I shoot, and it's not that long after sunset, so you got that gorgeous real arrow of light going down to the horizon. And of course, we've got the moonlight as well, so it's sort of like doubled up in this shot. But I've been shooting a fair few panoramas just recently, and I've been really happy with just the way that it's been, I don't know, almost glowing in the sky. It's just fantastic. So I've just been shooting quite a few different compositions really, and I've taken quite a bit of time to do that. Mainly panoramas, but there were some single frame stacked images as well. I also shot some with the Sony A7S, just to compare and see how that one goes. On the back screen of that camera, by the way, it's so bright. Like, I could see all the detail in the rock over there, and even though it's almost completely pitch black here. So it certainly does see in the dark, but how that translates back to the images, I'm not sure, because the backlit screen is very bright. However, one of the sequences I took with the Z6 here was a stacked panorama. So a lot of people ask about these stacked panoramas. So essentially what it is, I put the camera into portrait mode and shot 6 of the same image, one after the other, before I moved to the next frame of the pano. And I did that for about 6 or 7 around. So what I'm going to do is stack each of those in sequator. So those 6 frames, I'm going to stack in sequator times 6 or 7 or whatever it was that I shot around, then put them all together stitch them into a panorama. And by doing that, I'm drastically reducing the noise levels that are in the overall image. Also, the other benefit I have is that it does take the noise out of the foreground as well, but I can boost the exposure in that foreground and get a brighter image right across the board, even though, as I said, there's hardly any light here in the sky. The moon's, well, pretty much gone at this stage. And overall, look, I'm absolutely wrapped with all of these images. There's quite a few that I've taken. I've tried a few different compositions, all with the 20mm lens, but happy with how they've gone. Well, what an absolutely fascinating night we've had here. It's been awesome. Just scrambling around up there on that rock face, and I'm a bit tired now, but pretty much done for the night. But it's just a beautiful night with that crescent moon just slowly setting just to the right of Suicide Rock up there. And you know, the last time I was here I got some really awesome shots, and these ones look so different. I tried some higher ISOs, and I also used the Sony camera, which this one here that's recording now, to shoot a few shots. It's quite interesting having 2 camera brands with me all the time, and they just have different characteristics, but it's really interesting, and I really enjoy the fact that I can use both of these cameras. But on the Z6, look, I've just got some fantastic pictures, and just having a look at them now, man, oh man, I'm pleased with these. That stacked panorama, oh boy, I reckon that one's going to come up so well. And the other one, the last one I did, which is of the Magellanic Clouds. And what's happening now at this time of year, as the Milky Way sets down in the western sky, the Magellanic Clouds are rising up in the southeastern sky. So there's always something to shoot, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, there is always something. Now here, where I am in Australia, in the southern hemisphere, the Magellanic Clouds never actually set below the southern horizon. It's a bit like the Southern Cross. It never actually goes below the horizon. So I can shoot it at any time of the year, at any time of night. It doesn't matter. So that's pretty good. The Milky Way is just gone now, so the moon cycle is coming. So we're just about to the end of Milky Way season, as they call it. It's not really a name I like to use, but yeah, so by the time you get through, certainly halfway through November, it's well and truly gone. And then of course we're heading into the summer months here in Australia. And so that means no Milky Way, but it means other stars and constellations, and I'll be out there shooting those. But in the meantime, I'll tell you what, I am so excited because on the way up here, I stopped at the Rumball shop. Here we go, have a look at that beauty. And, oh gee, that's good. The best rumballs in the whole entire world. Not that I've been everywhere, but I'll tell you what, these are just so yummy. With a cup of tea, what more could you want? I can always tell it's starting to get late when I see Orion poking its head above the hilltop over there. What a beautiful sight, isn't it? Well, there we go. Another night under the gorgeous Milky Way has come to an end, but it's been good to get back up here to Mount Hope and Suicide Rock and to shoot those panoramas from a different perspective to the last time I was up here. And look, I'll look forward to reading your comments down below, but you know, before I go, I really want to encourage you guys just to get out under the stars. You know, I get out a lot and I just love the experience. It's so exhilarating, and I just want you guys to share what I experience out here. But anyway, look, if you give us a thumbs up and perhaps subscribe to the channel, I would be so delighted if you would do that. If you want to see more content like this, that's what I'm about, and that's what I intend to keep producing as the weeks roll on. Anyway, apart from all of that, you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.